This is really silly and doesn't help in any meaningful way at all, but just as an aside, you can power slash the chimneys and they'll give you things. This goes for pretty much all of the chimneys in the entire village, and it can give you stuff like food, health, ink, what have you. I don't know why they have stuff stuck up there, but they do. Anyway, hey guys, MasaeAnela here, and welcome back to another episode of Okami. In the last episode, we went around Wep'Keer to, you know, poke around a bit, meet the villagers, and get a few supplies before heading out to the north, which was just very recently opened up to us. So we're gonna head up here and head out. This place is pretty quiet. Uncomfortably quiet. Head on forward and we have a great big old door. But we're not heading through that. We're heading through this smaller one here. We have a treasure chest here that has a travel guide in it. Another civilization. So this one is in tutorial mode. This one has some lore in it. That is not what I wanted. Here we go. Travel guide. Another civilization. Modern Nippon offers mysteries that cannot be easily explained. Oh, this one's 14 pages long. Wow, this one's long, even though it's only like a sentence each. Devices that even scholars in the capital are unable to decipher. Stone artifacts that endow the wearer with special abilities. They are thought to be evidence of a civilization beyond our own. My great-grandfather spoke often of such matters. I mean, I guess it's talking about like the fire tablet and water tablet that we have. He had traveled to the windy plains of Taka Pass for brush training. While there, he noticed a strange light tracing an arc in the sky. The light eventually settled in the area of Sasa's sanctuary. Great-grandfather traveled there the following day. Where the light had landed, he saw a mysterious symbol floating in midair. It is not uncommon to hear such tales repeated here in Nippon. Whether one believes in this otherworldly civilization or not, it would seem that many among us certainly want to believe. I am not ashamed to say that I count myself among their ranks. Oh! So that definitely just sounds like it's talking about Kaguya. Definitely just sounds like it's talking about Kaguya and Gramps in that. So we're gonna head up to this, and Itsun has something to say. This is the altar where the sacred sword Kutone was enshrined. There's a great view of Laochi Lake and Ezo Fuji from here. That's why they come here to pray to the mountains each year. Too bad the sacred sword isn't here now. The altar is also dedicated to the Ark of Yamato. It's said the Ark has been frozen in Laochi Lake for countless ages. Look, you can see it down there in the frozen lake. That's the Ark of Yamato. Ezo Fuji and the Ark of Yamato. This is a very sacred place for the Oina tribe. Ah, pretty interesting. No. Okay. It sends shivers down my spine just looking at him. Okay, yes, me too. Though I think that might just be, you know, the weather. The weather's a little bit harsh. Okay, well, we have read the thing there and seen what the Ark of Yamato looks like. If we follow this path, we'll eventually end up at the end there. So we're gonna head on through, but first we have raccoons! You know, it's been a while since we've seen a raccoon, actually. Yay, are you fed? Are you happy? Cute little raccoons. I love them still. They're still very, very cute. High up on the animals to feed list, for sure. And coming up here, there is an owl on this thing, and I cannot pet it. It is just there. I hear it hooting, but I can't do anything with it. So we're gonna just feed these bears instead. Alright, they're fed. Or he's fed. Is that just one bear? It is one little only bear. Okay. Well, have fun, Mr. Bear. I hope you find some friends soon. Round this corner, we have the end of the road. And here is like another great big old door that we can't get through right now. This is Afun Gate. You must pass through it to reach the Wep'Keer shrine. But they keep the gate shut tight to prevent unwanted visitors. That's pretty shut tight, all right. There is an origin mirror here, but we're not really interested in that. We're gonna head through and talk to this person. I know who you are. Yes, that divine look of yours is unmistakable. You're the legendary white wolf, Shiranui, aren't you? You've made a mistake, but okay. Wow, they've heard that name here too. Well, I suppose Shiranui's legend did travel across the sea to Kamui. Guess it really resonates with the Oina because they're so spiritual. Oh, Isun! It's been quite a while. So, you're still alive. Oina Shaman Tuskle. Haha, I ain't ready to kick the bucket yet. I just left on a little trip, that's all. Well, I'm glad to see you safe. As you can see, we haven't been so lucky here in Kamui. Since the monsters were revived, many people have lost their lives. Yeah, I've heard all about it. So what's up with those demons coming back? And where the heck is Lika? The demons have shut themselves up in Ezofuji's Wep'Keer shrine. They're responsible for the fierce blizzard raging throughout Kamui. We're managing to keep some of it at bay thanks to Afun Gate. But when the day comes, Kamui is sure to freeze over completely. That's not what worries me most, though. What worries me is how the demons were revived in the first place. Kamui noticed it as well, but just before the demons made their return, a dark force traveled here from the southern land. We both felt an evil energy flowing into Kamui. That's when the demons woke up as if in response to it. Southern land. Oh, she must mean Nippon. Yes, of course she means Nippon. In other words, she's talking about the return of Orochiami. So it's essentially our fault. There have been so many monsters here in Kamui that some people even call it the birthplace of evil. I can't help thinking all this havoc in Nippon has its root in Laochi Lake, the eternally frozen lake at the foot of Ezofuji. There is a large lake called Laochi at the foot of I figured that. I think the reason Kamui is called the birthplace of evil is because of the Ark of Yamato that rests in that lake. The Ark of Yamato. Anyone from Kamui knows that story. It's said that the legendary Iron Ark fell from the heavens. My grandpa used to tell me that story. Long, long ago in the age of myths, an iron ark fell from the celestial plane above and sunk into Laochi Lake. The celestial plane is the land above where gods dwell. The gods are known as celestials there. The ark that the celestials were on came crashing down to this land. It was as if they were being chased by something. What they didn't know was that on board with them were countless monsters. One by one, they were consumed till all the celestials were dead. Once the ark crashed, the monsters disembarked and started ravaging the lands. The world hasn't been safe since. It's said that monsters still rise from the lake's depths. That must be why they call it the Lake of Demons. That's about all I know about it. I do have one thing to add to that. And that's the story of the one surviving Celestial of the Ark. The Ark fell to this world from the celestial plane. It was full of monsters, which killed the Celestials on board. But the legend tells that there was one man who survived. He managed to escape from the hell that the Ark had become. He then fled, going into hiding somewhere in our world. First time I've heard that. They say the reason monsters still emerge from the Ark in Laochi Lake is that the ruler of darkness is still searching for that man. Ruler of darkness? Does he have a name? It's all just a legend. No one knows if it's true or not. No one has ever set foot on it. But the Ark brought tragedy to our world, that's for sure. If the powers of darkness in the world are gathering in Kamui, I believe it's because the Ark of Yamato is beckoning them. I apologize for chatting so much. Now, if you've come all this way, am I to assume you have Kemu's permission? I speak of permission to enter Yoshpet, the Forest of Confusion. Yep, that's right. I really couldn't care less, but Ami here's another story. The entrance to the forest is sealed with the Oina crest. It's our way of protecting the place from evil. There's no way that I can break the seal, but if the elder has ordered your entry, then I must comply. Shiranui, you may have the Oina amulet. So up prolo. With that amulet, you can pass by the Oina crest unhindered, and you can proceed on into Yoshpet. If the elder has deemed it to be right, there can be no mistake. You are the one who can find Lika. Find her before it's too late and Kamui freezes over. Ah, well, A, that's all interesting, but B, did you hear that song? That song is probably, I feel like I've said this a bunch, but it is definitely one of my favorites in the game. I think I've listened to that song more than any other in this entire journey. That is the one that I have repeated over and over and over again. And before we leave, I forgot that she is also of the Oina. Please look at her antlers. Please look at those two precious birds on her antlers. I love this. It can't be mere coincidence that they seem to be gathering in Kamui. The Ark fell to this world from the celestial plane. Oh, well, speaking of good music, it's not here. I thought it would be, but it's not. We're just gonna skip that because we have heard the legend. I think we're done. I just wanted to see her wolfie form because it's adorable! Alright. With that legend under our belt, we do have a few things here that we can gather. There's not a whole ton, so don't worry, we won't spend episodes and episodes here. But there's a few that I would like to grab, and the first one is right here in this hole. Yes, it is another grotto. We've had many grottos recently. It's funny because you spend the first, good chunk of the game not even seeing any grottos at all. But now here we are. This is probably our 7th one. And I keep doing swirlies and not actually booming. There we go. Along with it, we have these clovers, and you can already tell what type of grotto this is. And yeah, we've had a few of these so far. But this one, I'm a little bit more intrigued by. First off, we're gonna come back here and bloom all of those for 90 praise, and that pushes us over 400. I think we can use one more of these, I guess. So that makes 3 full meters. Now we just need one more, and that's our purse, which is not anywhere close to being filled up, but we're getting there, I suppose. So we'll upgrade it one more time. So the amount of yen that you need to sacrifice to this bubbling spring is 360,000. That is also why I wanted to make a hefty amount of money before we came to Kamui. But there you go. Amaterasu, origin of all that is good and mother to us all. Only a heart as pure as your own can pierce the darkness. I, Tachigami, can sense purity and light flowing from within me. Thanks to you, my power has again reached its peak. You can now easily slash through anything you desire. thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, little Tachigami. The bite of Power Slash got even more powerful? Does that mean you can cut even harder things than before? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. We'll get a chance to try it out very, very soon. Well, we have Power Slash 3 here in a scroll, which we're gonna go ahead and check out. Here's our travel guide. Unleash unbelievable power with Power Slash 3. Even diamonds cannot withstand the cutting power of this move. So yeah, you remember all of those diamond-studded rocks that we couldn't break before? Well, now we can break them. This is the most powerful version of Power Slash. So basically, there is nothing that we cannot cut. We're gonna dig up this clover and bloom it. I said bloom it. Please. Thank you. That's 50 praise there. And I hear animals. We have some monkeys that we can feed. All right, little monkeys. You guys are fed. That puts us at 100 even praise. All right, so looking at the map, there's some things that we can take care of even still. We're gonna head around counterclockwise around the Ark of Yamato because there are more things in this direction that we can get. You can kind of see it already, just from looking at the map. And, ho-ho, here we go. It's time to vine up to these, I said, vine up to these platforms and feed these sheep. You know, we actually do need more herbs. I should probably go and buy some from the merchant next time we're in that area because we're just about to run out. We have that there. Is there anything in that direction? No, it doesn't really. Yes, there is. Somewhere. Alright, I'm gonna try and vining myself up to this flower because I think there should be one more. Ah, yes, there it is. I knew it was here, I just couldn't remember exactly where. Why is there one here? Oh, wait, I know why. Because we have this treasure chest. This is easy to miss. I almost forgot about this, and it's a sun fragment. Thank you very much for not forgetting. There is a long pathway here, which we can dig up this treasure chest for a stray bead. And along with that, another clover. I'm gonna slice this down just in case. Is there anything underneath of this rock? Don't think so. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, now that we've collected that, we can go back and jump down to these clovers. So that's one. And then that's another one. That isn't gonna bloom anything. That should have bloomed something. Please, bloom. I said bloom. Thank you very much. Anything here? Nope. I'm gonna take a quick run around. Doesn't look like we have left anything. Okay. So we're gonna jump back down. We've already bloomed this, fed those sheep. And I do think there is just a couple more platforms that we can access. And once again, it's another vine. As soon as nighttime passes by, thank you very much. Here we go. Vine up. We got ourselves some chests. You know what? We haven't done this very much. Yeah, it's a stray bead, and we put out this chest with deluge, and that gets us an etched glass. Yeah, there's a considerable amount of things just right along these edges. Thankfully, it's not too much. Jump down here, and we have... Wait, what were they? I took a guess, and I was right! It was a bunch of monkeys. I actually did not remember these monkeys. Yay! Dig up this clover. Bloom that, we're good! There is, like... If you look down at the bottom right there is essentially a sectioned off area. It's like right over in that direction. We can't get to that from here, but you'll see that there is an ultimate origin mirror in that little section. So you can already tell what we need to do. We're gonna go back to Wep'Keer and take that origin mirror over to it. So first I need to feed these guys. Yeah, birds! So now I'm gonna cut out some of this travel because we already know what's gonna happen. And I'm going to warp into that area using the Wep'Keer Ultimate Origin Mirror. Are you serious? Are you serious? Wait, excuse me? Really? I think I know what I'm doing, Isun. I really think that I know what I'm doing. Please let me warp. Why won't you let me go? What is this? Why will you not? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, well, that throws some... That throws some wrenches into some things. Okay, maybe if I talk to the right person? How did it go with Kamui? Did he want to talk to you about something? It was a little more than a leisurely talk. We were asked to go look for Lika in Yoshpet. Yoshpet? You mean the forest in the east? I don't think anyone's been there to look for her yet. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, that forest isn't exactly a prime tourist spot. Isun, are you really going to go back there? Who says I'm going back? I was just using the royal we. I'm talking about Furball here. Yoshpet is like another world. Get lost and you might never return. But don't you worry, Ami here will find Lika. If that's the case, I'll lead the way. What? I know you must be worried, Isun, but we haven't got much time. What do you mean? The demons are waiting for the Day of Darkness. It's a solar eclipse that occurs once every 100 years. Kamui will be in total darkness for a whole day when it happens. Without sunlight and with the demon's blizzard going on, no living thing in Kamui will be able to survive the day. There are only a few days until the Day of Darkness. If Lika's not here to recite the volcanic incantation by then... Amaterasu, you're no ordinary wolf, are you? Kamui wouldn't have asked you to do this otherwise. Maybe you're the reincarnation of the white wolf, Shiranui. You must be very strong if you can cope with Isun. Ha! And your point is? Sorry, anyway, there's no time to lose. I'll lead you into the forest, Amaterasu. Come when you're ready. I'm going ahead to the edge of the forest. She's the only one who gets our name right. Now, will you let me warp? Will you let me do the thing, please? Huzzah! That was it! So they just didn't want you skipping that cutscene. That makes sense, actually. Alright, so we need to warp to the Ezofuji Rocky area. The last time that we've had to do this was back in Ryoshima, so this is kind of interesting. We have a bear here that we can feed. Yay, bears! And as you probably saw if you were paying attention, there are 3 treasure chests. One contains a white porcelain pot. The other contains a stray bead, which is actually why I came here, as well as a silver pocket watch. Alright, not bad. And I don't think we can actually jump over these rocks. Okay, it can be daytime, sure. I think you actually have to warp out of this one, unlike the Ryoshima Coast one. Yep, you gotta warp out. I really hate these ice physics, by the way. So I'm happy to be out of here. Please. Thank you. I knew that I was missing something. And of all things to miss, it was a stray bead. Whoops. With our exploration of Ezofuji done and Kai making her way to the forest, I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. And in the next episode, we're gonna be going after her and seeing what Yoshpet is all about. I will see you guys then. MasaeAnela out.